We're with a couple of friends here. Please introduce yourself. The ladies, two beautiful ladies, and one gentleman.
Hi, I'm Frances, and this is
I'm Frida Kanyike.
We are sisters.
And Frances Kanyike, the Kanyiks.
Yeah.
Then, gentlemen, would you like to introduce yourself to us as well?
Hi guys, my name is Caleb Muthui, and I'm glad to be with you guys live.
Okay. Caleb, what do you do with your life?
What do I do with my life? It's actually a surprising question. What do I do with my life? I read, I study IT, and I'm a person who's also so friendly. I do IT, but if I tell somebody I do IT, they will not believe me because
They think you do
I
like
am
social sciences,
everywhere. So they think I do social sciences, or I don't know any of those courses. So, but I'm not judgment. Those courses are actually so cool. Yeah, no judgment. But I do IT, and I love to socialize a lot. I love to make friends every day. One thing I really love doing is to minister. I, I love I love I love taking part in ministry. It's one of the things I really love to do. Yes.
Okay. Frances and Frida, what do you do with your life?
As I told you, I'm Frida. I am currently in second year at Makerere University Business School. I offer Bachelor in Commerce. Yeah. I'm also doing SCCA. So accounting, that's where I'm kind of heading. Though we'll see. Nothing is in ink yet. Currently, I just do a lot of, I try to read, getting a kind of formula for quarantine, let me put it that way, so that I'm not doing the same thing every day.
3 months in.
Pardon?
3 months in, you haven't decided what
I changed. This month, when I'm tired, next month, so I'm planning for July now.
That's good. That's good. Frances.
Yes, I'm Frances. I am an auditor and an accountant in training. However, I have a scientific medical background. That's it.
I want to say scientific. I almost said you're going to say scientific wedding.
We carry on. So what do you do?
Anyway, my name is Isaac Tusivira. She said Tusi. I'm a young adult coordinator at Watoto Church, and honored to be here with you guys today to follow up with the conversation we've been having on Twitter. I remember last week we've been chatting about friendship and authentic friends. So let's dive right into it. What do you guys think? Who is a friend? I mean, let's just have a conversation. Who do you think a friend is? Yeah.
Someone you hang with and you're comfortable hanging with. You can, basically hang out together, chill. Though I think there are like levels of friends. There are those you just chill with, kind of know each other's names, or maybe you're just in the same class. You're like, hi. Yeah, so that's also a friend. Yeah, but there's that friend who knows where you live, knows your mother's name, knows your grandmother's name, knows where you were born, knows where your children will be born, but a close friend. So I think a friend is someone who you love, who you like, who encourages you. Yeah.
I also think, you pretty much describe what a friend is. Do you guys have a best friend? Are you best friends, first of all, you sisters? Are you friends? No, for starters. Are you friends?
We are friends.
We are friends, yes.
Best friends, maybe not, but we are friends.
Sometimes not, yeah?
No, we are friends.
Always.
Always.
Yeah.
because you're blood, but you're not best friends.
No,
No.
but
That was quick.
we are friends.
We are kawa.
Caleb, who is your best friend?
Uh, my best friend currently is Jojo.
Oh.
Jojo,
Yeah.
currently. Oh, did you tell him to watch
Yeah.
before you said all this stuff?
I don't know if he's watching, but if he's watching, he needs to know.
He needs to
Yeah.
know he's your guy. Yeah?
He's my guy. You know, I call him my twin brother. So when you see me and you see Jojo, you can actually think we're twin brothers. There's actually
You guys
somebody
went to
who
the same
used.
school.
We didn't go to the same school, but we met. We actually met at church during MOF production in 2015. And from that day on, it was no turning back. It was only going straight forward.
Like brother
So,
life.
yeah, bros for life.
You're my ride
Like,
or die.
yeah. So
Uh-huh.
there are those guys who would like see Jojo and call him Caleb. They see me and they call me Jojo. So
And you
we,
liked
we,
it,
we
yeah?
yeah. So we people used to confuse us for being twins. So I was like, you know what? Yeah, he's my twin brother. You never know. Yeah, he's a brother from another mother. Yeah.
Come on now. I don't know, but for me, I don't understand this thing of best friend. As a guy, it's weird. Like it feels like you're labeling someone. You're the best. You're the second best. You're good.
By the way,
Yeah. Kayola.
Jojo has
Yeah. Oh, but anyway, with something you've just said, Caleb. You said right now. That means before there was another one, and then there was another one. How often do you change best?
I don't like change best friends. I actually have lots of close friends. I am more of a close friend kind of person.
Mm-hmm.
It's of recent whereby I was actually having a conversation with Jojo, and we kind of decided to zero this thing down.
Like let's just do that.
To Yeah, because uh, we kind of share the same. The English word has failed me. I don't know how to put this, but we kind of share life together. We do life together, and as you're doing life together, it might be funny, and there's sometimes when it's full of ups and downs. But one thing is consistency. Communicate with each other here, there, and yeah, I we decided to zero this thing down and be like, yo, man, it's time to do
Let's
this
just
thing.
do this.
Let's just do
Yeah.
this. Yeah.
I know there's someone in this group who is dating. If you're dating, is your boyfriend or girlfriend your best friend?
I think
I
we're
don't know.
looking at
Just
someone here.
ah,
I think, okay, I am dating. I think I would not want to use a title of a best friend because I feel like it adds pressure to the relationship as a friendship. But we are close as
you're
friends. Yes, we are close. Yeah.
good.
Actually, let me just add that I think I have struggled a bit with the idea of having a best friend because I felt like everyone had that individual.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, who was their everything? They're number one. They're the I like, and I didn't. But then I had many, but okay, more than one people who I felt were my best friends, like my number ones. And I think I can't say I have a best friend. I have best friends. Yes, a small inner circle.
You're like me. I have a good number of close friends, but like best. I know I have a closest friend, but best just feels weird.
Yeah.
You know. Caleb, how do you feel when a babe calls you? Hi brother. How are you, my brother? I was having a conversation. And yeah,
By the way,
how is it for you, man?
by the way, I got this question.
Oh, we are losing Caleb. Guys, just so you know, we are social distancing at the moment. So yeah, we are live on Facebook Live. And yes, you can follow the conversation on Twitter at Watoto Chat Young Adults. Our hashtag today is authentic friends. And as Caleb recognizes where he is, he's like stuck in another phase. Let's carry on with the ladies. Why do you brothers
yesterday,
have
there was a girl I was chatting with, and I was like,
Okay, Caleb, you went out for a bit. Okay, Frida and Francis,
Yes.
are we still here? I think we've lost
Yes,
Caleb.
we're still here. He's back.
He's back.
Oh,
I think
okay,
he's
Caleb is back.
yeah,
Yeah.
Caleb, just go back a bit. We lost you partly. You're talking about some babe, and then you just froze. You're like, just iced you or something. What did you say?
there was a girl that I was speaking to yesterday, and she asked me, would you mind if I called you bra? And I was like, I actually don't mind that, because I feel like it's not a title that is going to change the status of the friendship. So
Mhm.
if it comes out of, if it comes out, uh if it comes out, sometimes it comes out as a joke. Hey bro, what's up? And I actually realized that it affects somebody if let's say they like you. uh
Mhm.
uh if your crush called you bra, it's going to hurt. That's very true. It's going to hurt
Just like you've
because
been there, bruh.
yeah, because she's going to come and she's going to be like, hey bra, and you're like, man, can't you see me the other,
And you
can't
might
you
want
see
to know.
me? You get. So there's a point where it really, that really hurts. But personally, it doesn't it doesn't disturb me when somebody calls me bra.
That's good.
It doesn't.
Actually,
Yeah. Frida.
yeah. If I'm friends with a guy and I can sense that he's aiming for a little farther than, friendship, intentionally call him bro, or man, you're like, you are father here.
Look at him.
Because I think friendship is a better space. I feel like it's a better
Yeah.
space to get to know someone and just be free. I feel that pressure of knowing someone's a relationship, or I feel like it's a bit of pressure. So I'm very comfortable with ensuring people are let me say now, family members or just friends. Yeah.
Bambi, your friends.
And the friend zone is actually a good place to be, because that way I'm keeping you around. You can still get to know me.
Is the friend zone for those ones who you don't want to date, or is it
By
everyone?
the way.
Everyone.
I think it's
everyone, because friend zone, they are friends. Then they might leave and be elevated to
Okay,
a
what about
boyfriend
brothers?
or a girlfriend, or they might leave and like become acquaintances. But it's
What
one
about
big.
brothers? Does brothers mean that? I mean, this is incest now. That's what they're thinking about. You're just my bro.
I think it's just a bracket of friend zone. Like,
Is it
that
the
is
worst
making
bracket?
him feel special. Let me open the bracket. But basically, it's friend
The
zone.
worst bracket than friend zone? Like it's like the inner chamber of friend zone. Like now you're there.
They're not getting out.
you as in man, you just have to call down thunder, as in otherwise you're locked up.
My view on the friend zone, okay, as an individual, is that I think if a male likes a female, say, sis, Kwagala, I like you, and no, and at the point when you realize that you are serious about this babe, yeah, and you inform her about your intentions, and now it's up to her to either accept them or to say, no, Isaac, I'm okay with
this
you
is another
being
name.
a friend. Okay, another name.
Don't use mine. Don't use mine.
Jack.
Yes.
He said, okay, Jack, I know now, but I see you as a friend only. Then as Jack, he has an option to say that I'm not okay being a friend to you, and like I'm not okay being this close to you because it hurts me, and he leaves. But men linger. They are not saying what they want, and then they say, "Oh, I'm in the friend zone." Say what you want.
Sounds like you've broken a few hearts.
Yes?
Sounds like you've broken a few hearts. I know, go ahead. Sorry, I interrupted.
Yeah, I'm saying, say what you want. Communicate. A friendship. I think people treat a friendship and a relationship in a different way, and yet they're the same, ideally. Love and respect and communication, the ideal foundations of either. Yes. So you say what you want, and then if a chick says no, you're like,
You take your L.
You gotta go.
You're like, that's for me, yo.
See you on the other side.
Oh, I know, yeah. Like, that's it, bro. You guys have been seeing that thing on TikTok, where guys come forward, they dance the dance, and then they go back.
Which one?
I don't know what it was. I don't know, but like when Simanya he comes to church and you like him, and then they goes back. Like when he doesn't listen to Mike Todd, they go back.
Yeah.
So the guy comes, I love you. No. The guy just
goes back.
That's hard, man. Let me hear from another guy. Yeah, go ahead.
I have a question. I have a question to maybe Francis. Don't you think rejection will ruin the friendship?
I think that's the thing. How authentic is your friendship? If it's a true friendship and you love each other, as a brother and sister, as it says in the Bible, you'll be able to withstand the happy times and the not so happy times. At times, the rejection is maybe a chance to check your intentions, both as both individuals. Am I her friend because she's a nice person, or am I her friend because for her? Do I like her because she's, are we friends because she's a pretty chick, or are we friends because we have, let me say, hobbies we like to get those things? I think that is it, really.
Yeah, I really don't think I'll dispute you. I think that's it. I really agree with what you've said.
So what you guys are saying is that the rejection helps you revise your stand as an individual in her life.
At times, people take rejection badly. It's not easy, really. And at times, it really does, it puts attention on the friendship. So it really is the friendship strong enough to withstand that? Will it just break? Or, well, maybe give yourself some time and then continue as friends later when you both feel you've healed. But I feel like rejection doesn't have to be an end to If it is, then it's okay. There are other people to help you grow.
Yeah.
Carly, these are hard things. What do you think?
Man.
Ah, doesn't it make things awkward though? The rejection, like, I like you, but
It does. It does.
It does.
But like, are the both of you willing to have open conversation about it? Be like, okay, so now where do we go from here? Because I've expressed my feelings, you don't feel the same. You can tell even this conversation just seems awkward. But like, I feel if you're true friends, you can move from that. It will be awkward, but you have an open discussion, be adults, talk about it, and be real, by the way. I'm not okay. First, give me some space. Let me love you from a distance.
Yeah. Another thing is that
to the ladies.
is to the ladies. I'm sorry that at times this young man likes you, and then you begin to string him on, and yet you have no intentions. Yeah, be his friend. Also, like, know that if it was you, you would also be hurt. And us ladies, but again, we are emotional. Anything small, after he does this, you need to also love your friend and protect his heart from you. Yes, and from hurt.
I was wondering, how what's the sentence I'm going to make? What's the best way, to keep the friendship going? Is there like a solution? I'm trying to get it from the ladies. I'll share as a guy, and maybe also Caleb with. Is there like, what's the middle ground? And then when a guy keeps coming on, like, he said no, and then he keeps coming. Next week he comes, like, I know you said no, but I know in your heart deep down there, you still, like last time when you called me and you were taking care of me. I mean, I know you like me. How do you deal with that? Is it true that when a lady says no, she actually means no?
Yes.
What's wrong? Nothing.
Otherwise,
ideally, it should be no. It's not yes is yes. But at times, us ladies, we say no, but we want him to like still say no. I want you. Please don't. But it should be, if you say no, it's no at the moment. Say no. I don't see in that way, or whichever.
And we're really just two ladies here. When we can't speak for everyone, but they're like those two categories of no, but chase, but of no, but yeah, I mean no. And how do you continue that friendship? I'm just even going to repeat myself. It's about honesty, but prayer. You have to pray, because it's hurt. It's actually being hurt, and you need to now take your heart to God and say, this is what has happened. Not he, but this helps you. You're now in a therapy session. This is what has happened. I'm hurt. I don't know how to be their friend anymore. Do I take some time off? Do I communicate less? Do I not see them? But it gets better with time. Time really does heal. So a rejection is really not the end of the world. And there's a lot of things you can still learn from that period of rejection, and learning how to depend on God. Because I feel one of the things, and generally in friendship, is no friend is, let me say, going to be there for you constantly. Like if you call, they won't pick up, but you may want someone there all the time, and that's impossible, because as people, we have different responsibilities. We have people take care of, families to, bond with. So there won't be someone there. Me, actually, what I did is I had a sit-down session with myself on this whole issue of like best friends. And I decided the person who is going to be there for me constantly is Jesus. And he will listen. He will be there all the time, whether I'm sleeping, whether. So yeah, I think once you get rejected, or not really, but we have to first look that way. It's like a source pouring into us, and we learn how to be an authentic friend to other people. Yeah.
Caleb,
So
Caleb,
through
how?
you,
Uh-huh.
through you, just before we go further, I just wanted to ask something small to the ladies, just something small.
Uh,
What do ladies do when they are rejected?
We cry. Simple.
we eat ice cream, do our nails, do our
That's fine.
hair.
What are we talking about here? Are we talking about a lady approaching a guy to say, hey, 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 baby? Or are we talking about rejection of like you took your CV to a job and they rejected you? What are we talking about? Caleb, first
We're
clarify.
the clarity here is, let's say a girl has taken initiative to go to this guy and she's shooting her shots.
Hey,
So
this generation, no.
she gets rejected. So
The girl just came and pa.
yeah, she came and she's shooting her shots one after the other, one after the other. So like
Caleb,
I just wanted to get this
so
perspective of
So excited.
how many shots have you taken?
I have not
Eh?
taken
Man
shots. I have
down,
not
man
taken shots.
down. Everyone's been shooting their shots. How many? How
Ah,
many? Like
ah,
just lockdown
Tusu.
season. Let's keep it locked down. Let's not just say the last 2 years or something. Lockdown. How many shots?
Man, Tusu.
We are friends here, Caleb.
You know,
I don't think I've been shot in this lockdown. I've not been shot. So I'm still
Of
standing.
recent,
So
of recent.
yeah.
Has it happened to you though? Has a girl really honestly approached you? Um, and
Mm,
just say, hey,
yeah, a girl has actually approached me before, and truthfully, is I didn't know how to. I didn't know how to put it in that way because it was the first time a girl was approaching me. Most times I do the approach, and it telling her a no was a bit weird, and I had to sugarcoat the no one way or the other so as it doesn't come out as bad as it looks like. But the truth is the truth. I had to, you know, I had to say no one way or the other because I could not be in a lie that let's go for this thing yet I'm not into the thing. So yeah.
okay.
we digress. Let's go back to the topic. As you know already, our topic is authentic friends. How maybe one thing we can ask ourselves is how do we really build authentic friendships? I remember when I was on Twitter last week, it came up and guys were asking, how can I keep in touch with my old friends? How can I be an authentic friend? How can I be real and genuine? What do you guys think? How can someone be really an authentic friend? Let's start with Caleb. What do you think?
There's scripture from Proverbs 18:24 that says, from the Message version, that says, friends come, friends go, but true friends stick by you like family. And how is this authenticity gained? I think it's gained by trust, and honesty. Trust and honesty are really key. There's a person who said trust is like a dry leaf. Once it's broken, it can't be fixed. So I feel if somebody confides in you, if somebody comes to you and is speaking to you, and that you have reached that level of friendship that is really close, and they're really telling you deep things about their lives, I personally feel that there is a need for you to keep that conversation between you two. What happens in that conversation doesn't really need to get out of that conversation. And I think that is how authentic friendship is actually attained, by trust and loyalty. And also it's also uh yeah, I think that, let me start with that. Yeah, as for now. Yeah.
I agree with that. friendship, I've had a friend that, man, you share your deep stuff, and then you find them literally on WCN. For those who don't know, that's what Auto Chat News. Anyway, it's just a joke, but you find your secrets out there, and you're like, oh, really? How did you get this? Like they tell the whole story. Like, the day when you were then, and you're like, eh. And of course, they put some kachumbari and spice it all up. It's really interesting. How do you deal with that when your close friend that you are really, legit with, share the secret that was just between the two of you? I would like to hear from the ladies, man. How has that been? As in, Frida, you tell Frances something, and then before you know it, just here, just 5 minutes after you get out of the house, just here. Did you hear? But let me tell you, how do you guys deal with it?
That's not easy. Even just the sound of it dying sounds tough. But open communication is really important. So I feel like you should be able to approach this person and say, this was wrong. I told you in confidence and I didn't expect you to tell anyone else. Actually, ask you not to tell anyone else. And you talk about it. And if they apologize, good and well. But if they don't, I would say this is like one of my best things, of love them from a distance, of deal with it with God, get rid of the pain and the anger, do your best to forgive them, because it's in a friendship, there should be mutual respect. So if you're going to tell someone that, oh, you did this and it really didn't make me happy, and you have communicated that well, but they still don't change, and the next time you tell them something, they're still going out to, broadcast it on WCN, then that's not a healthy relationship for you. You could keep talking to them and tell them this, the other, but I think if friendship is a circle, they move further away from the center of it because you are close. Yeah, but I think
to the what's the other word? I did chemistry, but I forget that.
Radius.
Radius of the
radius is a distance.
You increase the radius.
Yeah.
The center is the nucleus, then the atom is
on the outside. So
yes. Oh, Frida, I did do chemistry. So you just the oxygen and hydrogen come and appear. And Frida, have you ever had to let go of a friend?
Yes, I have. And it's basically because respect issues. If someone can't respect you, then you don't feel comfortable and protected in that friendship. Yet a friendship can be a place where you're loved, you feel comfortable, you're able to grow. But if you can't communicate and respect is, there's mutual respect, then it's really hard for that relationship to grow, for that friendship to grow. And it's hard to let go of someone you actually cared for. But I would say take it to Jesus daily. Of today, you're okay. They're not on your mind a lot. What they did isn't on your mind a lot. And tomorrow it is, because let me say healing comes in waves. Today at the peak, tomorrow you're at the trough. So take it to Jesus daily whenever you're at the peak of the pain. But yeah, I think at times it is healthy to cut people off. And especially as you realize that their values are not in sync with yours. And I'm not saying as long as their values are not in sync with yours, cut them off. But if they're not willing to respect yours, then that really makes it difficult to be friends.
Frances, have you lost a friendship over time, or for you, have your friends from nursery?
Some I do, but I've lost a few along the way.
Yeah.
Of course, I've lost a few along like life, because for example, if you're in a boarding school, you see each other every day. So a few of your friends, you are friends because they are available. But outside school, outside that perimeter wall, there's nothing. Like there's nothing to talk about. You like different things. Maybe they are
Man U fans and you're an Arsenal fan.
also okay. No, not that. But like, but yes, they have like they are different individuals from you, and you are unable to meet halfway. However, I would like to just talk about a small thing. I feel like we have focused on the other individual being a friend to us, but I think in every relationship, our biggest mistake as human beings is to say, is there freedom? Is she loving me? Is she on my birthday? Did she post me about? Did she make a video? Etc. But how are you loving the other individual? I mean the other individual. You say love is patient. Love is
Kind.
yeah, it's kind. It doesn't envy and etc. So we need to examine ourselves. If I say I love Frida, okay, no, actually, if I say I love a
But
friend
we are
of mine,
friends.
okay, we are friends. If I say I love her as a friend, in my love, am I patient with her? Am I kind to her? Am I envying her progresses in life? Okay. Do I keep a record of wrongs? Because Manangi, Omwana needs her. And I also annoy her times. But it's always a clean slate. So you have to make sure that you are loving the other individual first, expecting nothing. Because love expects nothing in return. Unfortunately for us, we always expect in return. We always have to we say, but then me, I call every day, Hash isn't calling. Me, I do that, Hash is me. But we need to move our attention from ourselves and what we are not receiving and turn it to Jesus, because he is giving. If you feel like you give and you're not receiving, he will be able to fill that space you are giving out of. Two is as you love, apply wisdom. Don't just love. Okay,
Love wisely.
love, yes, love wisely. Love, yes, I think it's love wisely. Know who to tell your innermost.
Love carefully.
Know who to tell your innermost secrets. Know who to tell that you keep a land title under your bed, and know who to tell what you had for breakfast. Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you I've had someone who has tried to be my friend, but I don't know how to be their friend. Has that happened to you, Caleb, before? Like, man, this just feels you, but you don't know. Don't know how to be their friend. But every time they see they're so happy, they tell you about their day, their week, their month, their year, what they plan. But yeah, you're like, okay.
So this is a very interesting question. Yes, I have met a few people who actually want to, who actually tried. I don't know how to put it in this context. Yeah, but the truth is, how do I approach this kind of situation? Is I first thing first, be calm, and do not brush them off as if they are not people. We are humans, and we have emotions. So if you see somebody is really into your conversation, if somebody is really into the kind of they want to feed you all the time, I feel there's need to listen to them. I feel there's need to listen to them. There's, rather than you brushing them off, you need to come and try to get to know, where is this person coming from? What do they have inside? Why me? Why not them? Why is it always that they're coming to me? Why not them? Are they coming to me because of I'm there? Sometimes these are what we call acquaintances. sometimes for one to shift from an acquaintance into a real friend, there's need to understand, there's need for a mutual bond. And when somebody is coming through like that, there is no mutual bond. That is honestly, there is no mutual bond at that moment. And there's need to establish a mutual bond. And for if you actually sit down and see, is this person, does this person have the same values as me? Do do they do they do they do they carry themselves, do they respect themselves? Because for you to respect somebody else, you need to respect yourself first. So there's so many things to consider when you're actually making a friend. You don't just rush into friendship, because I feel so many people have acquaintances that they call friends instead of calling them acquaintances. In like, as Francis had said earlier on, I might be your friend under a parameter and like school. And in actual sense, when you get out of school, there's really nothing to talk about. It's just that the school was keeping us friends. And sometimes there's that level that needs to be shifted if there's a friendship you're actually pursuing. And yeah, I feel if this person is always there and wants you to listen to them, that means they have found trust in you. They have found something inside you that you have not yet found in them. And for that to happen, there's need for trust to come into the picture. There's need for honesty to come into the picture, so as you can actually build this friendship.
Okay, that's good stuff. I mean, let's see our common ground. Let's see how we get along. If it doesn't happen, cool. If it happens, cool.
Yeah.
There's something actually I want us to go back to a little bit. We talked about it earlier. We talked about ladies approaching guys, and we just sort of scratch the surface with that. What do you ladies think? I know you don't represent the whole world, but what do you think about going up to a guy and telling him, "Hey, you the man. You're my Johnny Bravo."
Personally, I am against babes shooting. They are short. Like, don't. And my backup is that Jesus initiated the relationship with us. We did not. And that is all I have as a basis for whatever I'm saying right now. I can't even add on because it would be, I think, too lengthy, but that is a basis.
We are the bride, he's the groom.
The groom.
So the groom has to initiate.
The groom has to initiate. Another thing is that I've also talked to a few men who say they would not be okay if a girl initiated, because there's and I think you will correct me if I'm wrong, but I also think there's that thing of they need of the men need to be in charge. So when a girl approaches a guy first, they think of okay, she made her point known, but how do I take over from this? Then another thing is that as a girl, ladies now, we have been taught to take charge, and yet the initial design by the creator is that there's a leader and then there are followers.
In a family.
In a family, even there's a head and then other people are in that line. So what was I saying?
The lady initiate.
Yeah, all in all. I was saying ladies are being taught to take charge. So the moment you go and approach this man, we actually have this, now it's been taught to us to take charge. We need to actually be able to control ourselves and allow a man to lead, even in a boy-girl relationship. I hope I've made sense.
The man has to come first and lead. Otherwise,
Yes.
hakuna.
Another thing is that people use the example of Ruth and Boaz.
Boaz.
But think about it. Ruth didn't see him and say, "Oh my gosh, I like this man." No. If you read the whole story, he was, because she had lost her husband and now there would be no one to, I think, inherit, okay, something like that. She had to have a man from that lineage, I think, to marry her to continue that line. And it's why she approached him. But also, he's the one who asked her to marry him.
Ruth
Basically, she just made herself ready.
Yes, she positioned herself. So for a girl, you can be there and you pass by,
spray that perfume, put on that lipstick,
look good, set the traps.
Take him to Caleb, which traps have you fallen into?
I'm a person who's really attracted by a smile. So I've fallen under a trap of a smile. Every time I'm passing by, this girl is smiling, and you're like,
Hey.
What's up?
He stands and calls you bro.
Man. And
he smiles and calls you bro.
It man, and it hits different. That's the word. It hits different. Like, she's smiling, and then and you even look at her and you're like, man, this is the what's up. Yeah? And then she calls you bro, and you're like, hey, what's up?
Like you just kill the party.
Yeah, it kills the entire thing. So yeah.
Okay. Frida, tell us.
Yes.
How many perfumes have you sprayed of late? As I check some questions here.
We're in quarantine, my friend. Perfumes are asleep. We don't know where they are.
Before quarantine.
We're reading.
Yeah. Something that I feel has come up is there is a lot of questions about boy-girl relationships in terms of friendship. So how do you build an authentic relationship with someone of the opposite sex? I think that's something I feel we should really discuss, because pop culture has said, oh, you're a friend with a girl, how is it going to end in a relationship? Don't even question it. And yet that's not it. That really isn't it. Yeah. So let's also share about that, because I feel it's something that really needs to be discussed.
So basically the question is, can a guy be friends with a babe? Like for real, like bruh, shit.
Yeah.
I think so. But I think it can become bloody along the way. It is possible. I want to speak from experience.
So what is bloody?
Hey, let me get there. Anyway, so it's possible for a guy to be friends with them, yes. Like for real, friends. But then it's possible for that friendship at somewhere along the line for it to become blurry and bloody. And you just be like John Cena. Can't see this. So possible, like you get along, you laugh together, you everything together, blah blah blah. I mean, you're the besties of besties. And then just because the two of you have emotions, it is possible for you to grow emotionally, touch this person and start liking them. That's what I think.
Yeah.
So you get to a place and you're like, what's this in my heart? I feel, all the lady starts feeling butterflies a bit. And how it's possible for that to happen, but it's not always the case. I think it's possible to be friends, yes. But when it gets to that point, it's possible to just also talk about it, and say, hey, I know you and I are like this, but right now I'm feeling you like this. Has that happened to you, Caleb? You're friends with the babe, and then along the way, you're like, but yo,
Y- Yeah, it it has actually happened to me. It has really happened to me. There, I don't know how to put this, but we can be like really good friends. Conversation is amounting, and day after day, day after day, day after day, and after some time, you start to feel, okay, where is this thing going? Where is this conversation heading to? Uh, and sometimes, if you're not careful, it you may end up doing something that will you may end up doing something that will either spoil your friendship or make your friendship even last longer. Uh, when it spoils your friendship is when there's no mutuality in the feelings. When the feelings are not mutual. I may get the feelings, but she may not get the feelings, and that is a point where people need to actually understand that it's not about the feelings. It's about how good your friendship is. It's not, because if it's all about a feeling is going to come and it's going to go. A feeling is like a snap. It's like a spark. So I I I have experienced that, and it ends badly if you do not know how to take it in. Yeah, that's what I can say.
so it can become blood, basically.
It it can become bloody. So there's really need for boundaries too. That's one word that I had missed. Boundaries. If
Yeah.
you set boundaries, it actually guides you. Boundaries are that in our friendship we do not cross this line. Like this is what I know. I know of some friends agreement, and they're like, I do not text past 11 p.m. That's me. I sleep early. So when it clocks 11 and you have sent her a text message, there's no reply because she has slept off, or that's how she is, because she had set a parameter. And then there are those who be like, when we are talking, we are not crossing this line to talk about this. It's either we can talk about anything else, but we are not crossing the line to talk about this. So there's really importance in boundaries in friendship.
I agree with him. Another thing I'd like to add is that we need to be intentional about everything we do. Everything we do affects us either now or later. In a friendship, don't allow anything to happen. Just we have the ability to control our relationships. So if you are a girl and you have a friend who is a boy, if you have no intention of making him more than a friend, make sure it's known to you and to him, and also act accordingly. At times, as ladies, because we are emotional, we tend to share a lot with, yeah, a lot. So if we find a nice listening ear, we shall talk and talk and talk. And that emotional and the whole thing of you share your innermost troubles makes an attachment. So if you do not want that attachment to happen, limit what you talk about with said individual. Another thing I've had, let me say, contribute to this, is that I've had many ladies and also gents who say, "Me, I have more male friends, and I'm okay with them because they have less drama, and men also say something like that." But the close friendships we see in the Bible are not of the opposite sex, and that should ring a bell. Like, be like, how come there are no intersex relationships? How come? And if you feel it's a struggle you have, pray about it. There's a point in life when I felt like I had no female friends after I talked to, and I prayed to God, and now I think I have enough. Okay, and I am happy. And I hit a point where I'm able to be vulnerable with the ladies, and because with a guy, there are things I can't talk about. I'm sure even you as a man, there are things you just can't tell a lady about just like that, however close you are in a friendship. So, yes.
All right. So we have 5 minutes left. I would like us to conclude. Just give your closing remarks. If there's something we didn't talk about that you wanted to mention, just take a minute and just, talk through it, and then we shall close. We'll start with Kadet.
All right. My closing remarks. There's somebody who had asked, is cutting off Christian? Is cutting off Christian like? I think it is. There are some people who will not suit into your. There's some people who will, as the Bible says clearly, friends come and friends will go. So some people just come into your life for a season, and that season is either to teach you something that you need to learn, and what I want to leave something with the viewers. Friendships are investments. Keep in touch with people, connect with them, talk to them, pray with them, and also learn the difference. Learn the difference between acquaintances and friends, because so many people have acquaintances that they call friends. So yeah, I feel there's that distinction that needs to come out. So yeah, that's it.
Frida?
Mine is basically to tell people that God cares so much about the friends we make. In fact, I believe that He's intentional about placing people in our lives, good friends in our lives. And this is something we can ask God to do. So we should not be afraid to do it. I remember having said that prayer somewhere in my high school or level. And like, as I look back, I look at the friends I have. I've kept some since my P7 VAC. And I'm thinking, these are unanswered prayer. It's because God allowed me to meet with these people and to share that sweetness that is friendship. Also, there's something my mom told me that I often re-echo to my friends. And she told me that if a friend isn't willing to meet your parents, watch out for their intentions. And yeah, because ideally a friend should have good intentions for you. So if they don't want to meet people who care about you and have better, let me say, judgment of people, as most of our parents do, then you check that friend. But yeah, and also that God heals broken relationships. We are relational people, and relationships can bring so much joy into our hearts. So if there's a relationship that is broken, a friendship that is broken, pray about it, and God willing, according to His will, yeah, it will be healed.
In addition to what she has said, I would say love with all your heart. Love like Jesus has loved us. And 2, apply wisdom. Yeah.
I'll just say this as a closing remark. To just add on to what everyone has said, we have relational beings and all of that. But just don't be looking out for what can the other person do for me. What can, this guy take me, when can he take me out? Which restaurant will he take me out? When, how, how can I be satisfied? Because no human being can honestly satisfy you. Only God can satisfy you completely.
Yeah.
God has left enough space in your heart for Him. and nothing else can take that place. So if you're looking for satisfaction from other human beings, I'm sorry, you're going to be disappointed. Look out for God to satisfy you and be the outlet, out of the satisfaction you have in your heart of what God has done and filled you up with. Be an overflow. Let there be an overflow to the other people, everyone who is your friend or anyone else, and you have be the overflow and serve. Look to serve, not to be served. That's what Jesus says. The greatest among you is the servant. So choose to serve, choose to be the good friend, choose to be an authentic friend, and then you'll see yourself attracting people that are like-minded and who are authentic and real like you are. I'd also like to close with a word of prayer for everyone who is watching. Thank you very much for enjoying this session. It was a good one. Time flies by so fast, and we had so much fun. But let us pray. God, we thank you for this opportunity that we've had to talk about friendship. We thank you, O Lord, that in ourselves we are not enough, O God, but we are insufficient, that you may become sufficient, O God, because all sufficiency is of you. Lord, we know that in our hearts we need human beings. In our hearts we need relationships. We need connection with other human beings, not just to help us on where we are, but also to help us with where we're going. Please help us, Lord Jesus, and help us that as we continue to connect with people, you'll help us, Lord, to grow. You'll help us to grow and, Lord, to serve others, oh God, like you have served us, oh God. You are everything that we need in our lives, and you're everything that we desire to have, oh God. You are the perfect God. There is no one who is like you, oh God. If there is anyone out there who is longing and searching for a friend, may they find you. And Lord, may they find full satisfaction in you, because all good and perfect things come from you. You are the Father of all lights. So we thank you, God, that you've been able to help us go through this session. And we thank you, Lord, that everything leads to you, God. You're the source and you're the foundation. You're the author and perfecter of our faith. We bless you, God, that as we continue to be good friends, oh God, you'll continue to bring even more authentic friends in our lives. In the name of Jesus Christ, we pray. Amen. Just be sure, please check out all our social media platforms, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, Watoto Young Adults. We're there. We have all that information that you need about upcoming activities and all that stuff. Hara Online is coming up soon, and we have so many activities for you. If you need someone to talk to, please feel free to just comment on this Facebook post, or feel free to just send an inbox to Watoto Young Adults. We love you and take care. God bless you.